Hey friends, glad you're here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's talk about Rolls-Royce. This is the stock aviation sector of Rolls-Royce. Really nothing to do with the car brand. This is more or less the aviation sector based out of the United Kingdom. Now, talk about Rolls-Royce quite a bit. Been talking about this since right when the pandemic happened, pretty much, and we saw Rolls-Royce take a huge nose dive down. Since then, we have just been consistently going down, and now we are at an all-time low with Rolls-Royce. Now, an article just came out with market beat for Rolls-Royce, and there was pretty interesting things on here. To kind of just, summarize everything here, obviously I'll put this up here so you can read it yourself, and there's something that I want you to see just so you can see that I'm not crazy here. 3 analysts have put this with a sell rating, and 4 have assigned this with a hold rating. And then right down here at the end, yeah, you're not smoking anything here. Literally, this is what they say: hold in an average target price of 101. I am not sure that they meant to put that. I don't know if that's a mistake or what. Obviously, yeah, 101. I think a lot of us would like that. I think they have misplaced a decimal. I'm not exactly sure there. Maybe not. So this is a split down the middle where people see Rolls-Royce going. Now, obviously, my thoughts on Rolls-Royce here, there's 2 things now that we're dealing with this Russian-Ukraine situation and NATO whole thing going on here. I'm not going to go over everything. I really just want to focus on the stock itself here with Rolls-Royce. But obviously, Rolls-Royce has a lot of irons in the fire right now. A lot of things that they put on hold with the pandemic, and then a lot of things they have started back up again slowly. They have picked up a lot more business, been hiring more people back. Things are coming back with the company. Still not where they were by any means. Now, with the stock, obviously, it is taking a huge hit. And I made a video like 2 months ago where I kind of had this theory, and some people were okay with it and some people were not. And I kind of have this theory right now that Rolls-Royce could go one of 2 ways. And don't forget, this is the aviation sector of Rolls-Royce. They make jet engines for all kinds of aviation companies, not to mention military-based companies too, and just military in general. I have kind of been waiting here, and more than likely this will not be like public news here. I'm more or less waiting for quarterlies to come out here. I have been very curious to see if Rolls-Royce is going to have a little bit of a push up here in their finances with this whole NATO situation happening, with them getting special orders in from other NATO allies for planes, jets, who knows. I know this is way out there in theory land, but I don't know that it's that crazy to think of. You hear what I'm saying here? I think we could possibly start to see articles come out here. Now, obviously, we may not, because, Germany may not want anybody else to know that they just ordered X aircraft from Rolls-Royce. But once again, going back to the stock, obviously we are at an all-time low right now. We are almost under $1. Now, Rolls-Royce going on under $1 right now, it's not terrible. It's not terrible because obviously here's the Skippy. Once a stock goes under $1, a time frame starts. It's literally an hourglass that starts. It's one of those things with the sand in it that falls down. If a stock stays under $1 for a complete year, then they will be forced to either take a reverse split, but more than likely 99% of the time they will do an extension to try to get their stock back up, and they can take so many extensions to make that happen. And I think everyone by now knows what extension is, because so many companies have had to do that since COVID. We've seen that time and time again. Now with Rolls-Royce, obviously that's not on the table. We're not talking about that. I'm just putting that out there. That's one far crazy U-turn conversation that could happen, but we're nowhere near that road. So right now, how I look at this, and friends, this is not me making a video saying you need to be buying this right now, but here's what I will say. Obviously there's a lot of good companies, a lot of good stocks right now that are cut in half, more than cut in half compared to they were even last year. This market right now obviously is a bear market. It is a buy market. It's probably going to be like that for a little bit longer here, especially maybe going into the summer, getting closer to October, November, where we start to see this new, are we going to keep a Democratic-led market, or are we going to have Republicans, win and, take over the House and the Senate? We don't know yet. So we really don't know how the rest of the year is going to play out for our North American stock market here. Now, obviously, Rolls-Royce, this is a company based out of the United Kingdom, and it's just not able to get its footing going here. And I don't know what it's going to take. Obviously, there's been a lot of positive, good things that have happened here with Rolls-Royce, but we're just not seeing the stock being able to survive here the devastation of, pretty much even the European stock market. I mean, everyone's stock market is taking a hit right now. Whether we want to say it or not, we're dealing with very tense situations right now with talks of war in the world, a World War III here. So, everyone is terrified to put their money in stocks that are already not doing well and have not had a good track record since COVID. So friends, this is kind of my theory. This is my thought. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you to buy Rolls-Royce. Do I think Rolls-Royce right now could potentially change and this could be a very positive investment for you? Absolutely, I do. You're looking at a stock that normally sits at around $10 to $11, and that could even come back with an even bigger vengeance, possibly. But it's going to take news, it's going to take new deals, it's going to take something really big here to happen. And at $1 per share or $1.10, however else more damage we take here, that's a decision you as an investor have to make. And that's investing. Everything comes with risk in the stock market. So personally, I'm a little bit of a risk taker, so I'm liking this dollar situation. And like I said, we could see this fall down even a little bit more. I will say this: I think if this falls apart even more, and if this goes to like this goes to a 90-cent range to even a dollar range, I think we're going to see a lot more volume than we've seen in Rolls-Royce ever before, because Rolls-Royce, if you've looked at the stock on the pattern on it, there's not a lot of wiggle room from day to day, from week to week. It doesn't really move a whole lot. So we could possibly see this become somewhat of a meme stock, somewhat of a stock that could have a huge potential push in the future if it were to fall apart even more. So friends, with all that said, I really do wish everyone the best of luck with this one. This is something we're going to have to watch right now, friends. This is like just one stock that's with other 1,000 stocks that are dealing with the same kind of thing. They were hurt during the pandemic. Now they're hurt during this stock market, and now they're hurt during this whole time of talks of war and people just putting their money elsewhere. This is just where we're at right now. So friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you, take time to invest in your future. Friends, I will talk to you very soon. Best of luck, friends. I really do mean that. Bye, everyone.